Hey everyone, so today I'm going to review I Am Not a Serial Killer by Dan Wells. Lots of you wanted me to review this, so I'm going to review it. This book was published by Tor Books. You can find it in the YA section. This is the paperback edition. It has 271 pages, and I rated it a 4.5 out of 5. I really enjoyed this book. There's just one tiny little thing that kind of threw me off. Alright, so as usual, let's talk about the cover. The cover is awesome. It has a sort of dark feel to it, like a secret diary where you keep all your dark thoughts and dark secrets, and it really speaks volumes for the main character in this book. And I just love how it looks like a notebook and there's a pencil on the back and there's blood on it. It's just really awesome and really cool. That being said, let's tell you the summary. Fear the darkness within. John Wayne Cleaver is dangerous, and he knows it. He spent his life doing his best not to live up to his potential. He's obsessed with serial killers, but really doesn't want to become one. For his own sake, and the safety of those around him, he lives by rigid rules he's written for himself, practicing normal life as if it were a private religion that could save him from damnation. Dead bodies are normal to John. He likes them, actually. They don't demand or expect the empathy he's unable to offer. Perhaps that's what gives him the objectivity to recognize that there's something different about the body the police have just found behind the wash and dry laundromat, and to appreciate what that difference means. Now, for the first time, John has to confront a danger outside himself, a threat he can't control, a menace to everything and everyone he would love, if only he could. Dan Wells' debut novel is the first volume of a trilogy that will keep you awake and then haunt your dreams. I really like studying serial killers. You can blame Criminal Minds for that. This book really deals with the concept of getting inside a serial killer's head, and diving deeper into the mind of a potential serial killer was something that I found very fascinating and really enjoyable about this book. The main character, whose perspective is how the story is told, is really fascinating, and he really carries the story. The main character of this book is John Wayne Cleaver, and I absolutely loved him. I loved his personality, and I loved his noble struggle that he had throughout the book. The struggle that he has is that he has these serial killer tendencies, these sociopathic tendencies, and desire to kill, and this pull to kill someone, or to just kill and never stop. These sort of uncontrollable urges that he has, that he fights because he really doesn't want to hurt anyone. And he wants to be normal, but he knows that he's not normal. And so he creates all these rules for himself to follow so that he doesn't kill someone, because he knows what he can do to someone and it scares him. As I was reading the book, I really loved reading about him, and I really loved getting into his mind, and I really liked his thought process, and I can relate to him because he really likes studying people and studying people's behaviors and his surroundings, and he likes analyzing things, and so I really connected with him on that. He's a very intelligent character with a really great sense of humor. He kind of makes fun of death. He just makes fun of it to deal with it better, and I kind of admire that about him. So it was really enjoyable to read when he throw in some humor here and there. As I was reading, I couldn't help but feel for John's struggle and what he goes through and what he has to deal with, but at the same time I really like those moments where his darker side would come through. I've never read about a character like John Cleaver, and I really couldn't get enough of him in this book. On to the plot. The plot is interesting, mysterious, suspenseful, thriller-like, definitely gripping, and morbid at times, which I loved. It also has really great twists in it. I had no sense of plot direction whatsoever when I was reading this. I would think one thing and then something else would happen. In this book there's also some really great intense moments scattered throughout involving John and other people, and just John and himself. It just really awesome, and you really feel the intensity. The writing style was easy to read, simple, not complicated, and it was enjoyable. It really brought John as a character to life, because you really felt what he felt, and you always knew what he was thinking, always knew what he was feeling or not feeling at the time, It was just really, really interesting and really engrossing. So, to the business, why a 4.5 out of 5 if I love this book so much? I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because the pacing towards the middle was a little slow, but it was still enjoyable to read. I still loved, reading about John Cleaver. I never stopped not liking John Cleaver. And there was also a certain twist that I really did not expect, and it took me for surprise. Obviously, it's a twist, but it really took on a twist that I wasn't really expecting, and it just kind of threw me off. I can't really say what the twist is because then it'd spoil it for you, but if you read it, or if you want to know what that twist was once you read the book, I'll let you know. But nevertheless, it was still a really good twist. Overall, I really loved the plot, loved the characters, had really great twists in it. Writing style was easy to read and really brought the characters to life. There's just one little thing about the twist that swayed me. Definitely recommend this book if you were considering reading it. It's an awesome read. I enjoyed everything about it. Most everything, but mostly. Very impressionable. I love John Cleaver. He's probably one of my favorite characters now that I just can't get enough of. I cannot wait to read the next 2 books in the trilogy. It's going to be awesome. I already have Mr. Monster over there, and I looked at the quote in the beginning, and I was like, this book is going to be awesome. This book has definitely become one of my favorites, and I can't wait to start reading the next 2 books in the trilogy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for more book reviews and book-related videos. Bye!